Sagittarius to your August 25th through the 31st reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Welcome back, everyone, and all new subscribers. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. And the end of the month. After this video, I will be putting up the manifestation video to help for the blue moon. And then after that, we'll have a bonus numerology reading. Okay, so that's always fun. Okay, guys, let's see. Message for the beautiful Sag. And one more. Just coming out. There's that. There she blows, right? There she goes. There she blows. 10 of Cups. Holy Gemini, right? You'd be dealing with a Gemini, a Pisces, Cancer, or a Leo. I don't know. There's just ones that are coming to my mind. That's what I get. It doesn't have to be any of those signs. It's just the signs that are coming up that I'm seeing a lot of. Divine love over here. Feeling this blissful family. It's a family unit for a lot of you. There could be some kind of family reunion going on. Something taking place. The kids going back to school. Could be back to school shopping, just having a great time. But I do see this 10 of Cups as a lot of family interaction going on for a lot of you. Let's see what's going on. Just talk about that divine love and blissful relationships. Yep. Could be hanging out with mom, grandma, the aunt. Could be you. Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe you're getting ready to have a baby. Maybe you just had a baby, but there's a lot of abundance over here, and it's definitely talking about also co-creating something or procreating something, right? Whether you're procreating or co-creating, but you're definitely creating something. So it does feel like you're pretty creative right now at this time, as well as being nurturing the situations, feeling like you are the Empress at this time, or your mother is coming in to help out, or grandma is there helping out. Something is going on. I'm throwing it. I'm throwing those situations because I see them. Okay, and dad. So it could be mom and dad. Either that or you guys are going to become parents or grandparents. Wow. This is a divine couple right here. Take it how it is. But it does feel like no matter what is going on with the situation, whether this is two other people, for some of you it is. It's mom and dad or grandma and grandpa. Or it's you and your spouse. You and your loved one, bringing in the 10 of Cups. There's a lot of respect and a lot of leadership going on between this two, a divine couple right there. Look at that. This card's falling out. This is called trying one more time. For some of you, you are trying to have a baby again. Just keep on trying. I'm going to kind of set that to the side. I think I'm going to set that to the side because it's kind of falling out over here. So it makes me think that some of you who are trying to have a baby, who are trying to, whether you're making a family or adding another child, however it is, it feels like you are going to try one more time. Okay, so it is time to get in there and make that baby, right? Feeling very fertile right now. Well, we've got that harvest moon coming up pretty soon, right? Next month, which I will be doing that reading. Yeah. But it is also time to get creative. It is also time to, right, get productive. However, you're going to be creative and productive. Next card coming out. Ooh. Hot and heavy. Inspired action. Feeling very impulsive. This Knight of Wands could be this Emperor over here. Maybe they're feeling a little impulsive. They're ready to rock. That's a hot and heavy card, right? So they're ready to get in there. Guys, if it's not like that, okay, it's just grandma and grandpa are really, or somebody, the family members, something is going on over here where they really feel inspired to get in and help out. They're inspired to get in and want to communicate, come vacation, do something. Something is going on. For a lot of you, I'm telling you, it has something to do with making a baby, though, or, yeah, I've got that. And I know some of you are like, oh my God, no more babies. So I'm trying to I'm trying to flow it both ways because I'm really seeing it. I'm really seeing it. It almost feels like that's more of like almost a personal, like I'm picking up on someone's almost personal reading there. That's kind of crazy. So, on the overall though, because there's going to be a lot of you like I said, no babies. There is a family situation going on here. Okay. Where you have to detach, where you feel like you have more freedom, you have more control over the situation. It feels like, if there was something going on in the family where it felt like there was some tension going on, it feels like there's no more tension going on within this situation. Okay, it's almost like it's done. That's all in the past now. If somebody was trying to be inflexible, it feels like they're wanting to open up. Maybe it is your mom and dad or these family members, right? Maybe somebody was being inflexible with the way, I just feel like it would be communication. Or helping or doing something. Yeah, they had lack of faith within the situation. Maybe they have lack of faith about your spouse, maybe, or this person that you're dating. But it does seem like there is a huge turnaround. It's almost like the more that I get to know them and I get to meet them, the more I'm enjoying this person. So it almost feels like family are enjoying this person now. People are, they want to know this person. Maybe that all has something to do with the baby too. Maybe they're like, you shouldn't be having a baby with that person, So however it is, it feels like there's a different refocus on things. It's almost like they see how it matters and what matters. It's almost like they want to open up and they want to really learn to like this person, or they had some kind of tension with this person and now they're seeing things in a different light. Take it how it resonates. Wow. So many different ideas going on over here. Let me see what's going on over here with these cards. There's definitely something, though, going on when it comes to looking at things from a different point of view. Yeah, a coming together. So whether you're coming together as the Two of Cups to make this baby, we're keeping that there, okay? You guys know that isn't you, throw it away. But that's definitely for someone, because we see that. Trying again. Man, get in there and make that baby, right? Make us all proud. No matter what it is, there is definitely a Ten of Cups feeling here where everything is coming together, and it's coming together beautifully. You do have this Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is the soulmate connection. And like I said, if you do have family who felt like they didn't like, whether it was the emperor, the empress, or whatever the situation is, they didn't like who you were with or what you're doing, it just feels like they see things in a different light now. They had lack of faith that this would go anywhere. They had a lack of faith of whatever the situation is, right? But now, look at that. They're giving and receiving, and they're giving it a chance. There's like, they see what's going on within the situation, and the more that they're conversating, right, with you or them or both, okay, it's almost like they have changed their mind. They're looking at things, like I said, from a different point of view. Thank you, Mercury, in some ways, because, you can thank Mercury. Usually Mercury wants to say, you know what, we're not going to conversate right. We're not going to, but remember, Venus is getting ready to go back forward. It's getting out of retrograde. So this could be the reason why, because Empress is Venus. And so it could be that, you know what, if she's coming back around, she's like, hold on, stop. Stop this. Stop this. I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back on the, I'm back in the saddle again. And I'm not going to allow this to happen, right? Because it felt like before that you were alone in this situation, or you were feeling alone, or you were feeling like things were not going the way you wanted it to go, whatever the situation was, right? And that's why you were hoping that this could, work out. We could try this again. You could have been trying to avoid some of the family because of the way that they were treating you or them, or the situation in itself, right, when it came to this. So you could have felt like no one was on your side about this situation. But now everybody seems to be turning around. Yes, it's showing more joy and stability within this situation. So you're starting to see more joy, more stability from them as the Wheel of Fortune is turning. I'm telling you, it's like Venus is going, getting ready. She's like, I'm not going to be retrograde anymore. Watch what I'm going to do. Right? With Uranus, also, right? In Taurus, hey, there's some unexpected things that are going to go on. And Uranus is like, yeah, she's going to go back to upright. I'm going to be sitting here. And guess what? The unexpected is going to happen. So watch this unexpected change. It's like if planets could talk, right? I always make them talk. Why not? Well-deserved reward. There it is. There it is. 9 of Pentacles. Well, 9 of Pentacles, well-deserved reward. You're getting in there. You're feeling like the 9 of Pentacles. Things are actually going in your favor. You feel the grass is green within this situation. Okay. Whatever abrupt changes are going on, you do feel the light and you feel like you're, you know what, this is where the sun is really coming in to feel this pleasure. This is where things are really transforming. Okay, there's great news, you know, going on around this situation. You're going to have great news, right? Absolutely. So whatever you're manifesting is definitely on its way. Okay, but just keep manifesting anyways, guys, right? And I'll have that manifestation up right after this. Right? That way you can get in there and do that blue moon. Okay, so absolutely beautiful. It's time to appreciate, right? And get in there and be grateful for the things that we have and all the things that are going on so that we can get going to where we need to have these changes. And this is with Uranus coming through, guys, right? It's going to inspire you. Okay, it's going to inspire you. You're really going to feel more inspired about the situation. Okay, wherever miscommunications and delays were coming out and you're just like frustrated, it's almost, like I said, it's just going to feel like it's an exciting time right now with greater achievements. Okay, so stay focused on your work. Right? Stay focused on your work, okay? That lingerie going, some candles, you know, some perfume, whatever, some chocolates, some oysters, whatever's going to work, right? Just stay focused on the work, right? You know, if you're in there, you know, get in there. It's got some harvesting the garden to do. Yep. That's for those of you who are trying to make that baby. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking going on, though, within this situation, no matter what. And, you know, even with mom and dad or whoever, you know, that now you're, it kind of, I think it's going to kind of blow your mind because it's going to be like, wow, so you actually wanted to get in here and actually learn who this person is or actually listen to my situation, you know, or whatever the situation is. So definitely feeling like, hey, you know what, they finally are on my side. They're finally, you know, doing what feels best, you know, for our situation. I mean, like I said, maybe they just don't even want you to have the baby with this person, right? But they have changed their thoughts. They've changed their mind. Hey, they're like, oh, wait a minute. Now that I've actually sat down with this person, right? Or actually really learned. You could be married for 10 years. And you could say your dad never liked them. But you don't even have a reason why. Oh, I just don't like the way. But then actually sit down and be like, but you never even really sat down with him. And all of a sudden he wants to sit down with him. And all of a sudden he's like, man, I tell you, that guy, I really like that guy. He's like, wow, okay, well, that's weird. We've only been married for 10 years. That sounds like my grandma. My grandma did not like my husband. She sat down with him. We've been together for years and years. And she finally sat down with him for about an hour, like really listening and paying attention. And then she turns to me and she says, I really like him. I thought, oh my gosh, are you getting dementia? Because I only assumed that the only time you would like him is if you ever had dementia, which later she did end up getting dementia. But in seriousness, I'm not kidding. I figured there would have to be something wrong for her to like him. By the time she had dementia, she didn't even know he was there anymore. But, she wouldn't be able to like him. She didn't even know he existed. But the whole point is that it was like, really? 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 I've been with him for like 9 years, and you always did not like him, and then all of a sudden she's like, that guy, I just love that guy. How come I never? Because you never gave him a chance. Pleasure. My life is deliciously joyous. People do this stuff. Shh. Impeccability. I am impeccable in my thought, word, and deeds. Man, I tell you, some of these stories. May she rest in peace, though, guys. She's already passed. She passed like 2 years ago. But yeah. Yeah, all my focus, all my thoughts are directed towards my highest good. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. These messages here do not have to be directed towards this reading. These are just extra things that Spirit wants you to know about your life. It could be career, it could be anything, right? It could be health. So, sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. This could also use like, I can't have a baby, I can't have a baby, I can't have a baby. No, you know, unless the doctor literally says that. You see what I'm saying? Then stop saying that. It's just, you're just, I don't know, right? Maybe it's not perfect timing for a soul to come in, right? Keep trying. No more complaining. Yeah. That's good for everybody. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. I'm telling you guys, these are great for manifestation cards as well. I never realized that a whole lot because I don't use them much, but I'm telling you, wow, could use those for manifesting, the manifesting videos. Wow. Okay. Well, that was it for you guys, and good luck on making that baby. Good luck on this family. It looks like everything is really coming together. And it's almost like, there it is. I was going to say it's almost like a blessing, but it is. Divine blessings. Okay, until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.